Hello.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Okay,
How are you?
uh, thank you, I'm good.
Good. What country are you from?
I am from Iran.
Iran. How long have you been in Canada?
3 months and about 15 days.
15 days.
Yes,
So almost 4 months.
4 months.
What do you do here in Canada?
I am learning English now.
What do you do during the week?
During the week, we teach all of the works that a student needs for writing, learning, and about them we must take a house for cleaning, cooking, and all of work, because my wife and my older son now in Iran for finishing his university. He has 1 semester left.
So your family is in Iran?
No, all of us stay here, but my elder son has 1 semester left for taking his license of university and then come back to Canada.
Great. What do you like to do on weekends?
On weekends, I like to go to seeing the streets, parks, sightseeing, but now we have no cars for long distance sightseeing. By metro, by bus, and we must go buying the many fruits, meats, and the
So you get around by using TTC then? You use the
TTC, yes, TTC bus, yes.
Okay, thank you. Tell me about something that you did last week. Please describe it in as much detail as possible.
Last week,
Last week.
About last week, weekend or
Weekend, last week, something that you did.
no, I'm living with my younger son. He is going to York University for training English.
Good.
But last week I every day after cooking, after punishing the apartment, or usually I'm going to work in the city.
Good.
Yes.
Tell me more about where you walk in the city.
More in the Young Street to the Finch, and more near the Iranian Bazaar and
Thank you. What do you think about Canadian weather?
Canadian weather, I don't know about the winter, but I like, because it is very green and very full of tree and flower and very nice for me.
Thank you. What is your favorite season?
My favorite season in Canada,
Anytime. In Canada or back home?
I like my educated, I am pathologist.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I like very well. But here maybe another
Another season?
season, yes.
Okay. Okay. What are your hopes and plans for the future?
Please.
Sure. What are your hopes and plans for the future?
Oh, I like. We have a very silent living, very silent, with no peripheral problem, like your country. I have been here for the first one, but here is very silent for me and for my family.
So it's a peaceful life?
Very, very. No any peripheral side effect with maybe my salary and my money here will be very low, and in my country it will very high, but I am here is very silent,
Very quiet.
very quiet. Yes.
Okay. You mentioned that you are a pathologist. That's very interesting. Could you tell me a little bit about the training that you had to do to become a pathologist?
After finishing the common medical doctor, that in Iran 7 years, after some years working, I go to with some working. I went to Tehran University for pathology learning, and it has 4 years for training it, and then I in my city with my partner laboratory was has the has made or as a medic that is for new is sorry, my English is
That's okay.
very low. Yes, it's working, and my doctor, another doctor is working there
So you had 2 doctors working
in one laboratory. Yes.
in one lab. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Could you please tell me in details what you did in the lab, step by step?
Our lab, we are working in 2 sections. One is medical laboratory and another pathologic laboratory. In pathologic laboratory, the pieces of abdomen, of body, of any side of the person, the surgeon has surgery and take for us, and we checked it that it's cancer or normal.
So they give you a sample?
A sample, yes. And in another side, we check the blood specimen or urine or another exam, like hormones, like biochemistry, and other tips.
So how would you test, for example, to see if something was cancerous or not? What would be the steps for that?
We have a paper that write the diagnosis, and he or she take for surgeon, and he decided that must be chemotherapy or another surgery or treatment that it is necessary.
Good. So you just tell whether it is or it isn't, if it's cancerous or not, and then you give that back to the other doctor, correct?
These patients often go to another site like Tehran University, Shiraz, or they will check and another diagnosis will superimpose, and then treatment will become.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Could you tell me a little bit more about the Iranian bazaar that you go to here?
About our
The bazaar that you mentioned earlier, that you go to an Iranian bazaar here, sometimes on your walks.
here in
Yes.
Toronto.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Many Iranian have a magazine and many seller and buyer. I don't know what, but I think I don't very information about them.
Okay.
Yes.
What about an Iranian bazaar back home in your former country? What would that be like? Could you describe that to me?
I like stay here and back home for seeing family and
Okay.
friends.
Okay, so you don't like shopping.
Shopping for necessary of eating and is very good, and we go to the food basic and another sites, but the basic bazaar my wife has carpet and these are she bought.
Okay, so
Yes.
you just go along with your wife.
Yes.
Thank you. I really enjoyed talking with you today, and maybe I will see you at the Iranian Bazaar here in Toronto.
Thank you.
Thank you.